Hi everybody, this is Dr. Uzun. Welcome to my pathophysiology and pharmacology class. I'm recording this video from one of my exam room that I use as secondary office for the clinic, and I'd like to go over first of all, give you a little bit background about me, and then go over some of the key points of the course or the design, and then we'll take it from there. I probably will record this one a couple of times before I finalize it, but I'll try my best to kind of make it clear so that you know about me and about this class in general. Again, my name is Dr. Uzun, Ozcan Uzun. The right way of pronouncing it is Ozcan, like as in Oscar and John together. But you can call me Dr. Uzun, Professor Uzun. However you feel comfortable is fine with me going forward. And so here's some of the things or my educational background on the slide that you can see. I'm an original foreign medical graduate back in 1991 actually. Then came to the US for a PhD in biochemistry and molecular biology, which I finished around like 2001 at UMDNJ, University of Medicine and Dentistry of New Jersey back then. Now is Rutgers Medical School. And then I did some teaching, start entertaining other ideas before I go back to medicine, which is all right. I think I messed up a little bit here and there. Let me just go back to see if I can go to previous slide, which seems a little hard to get to. Anyway, before I really finish this slide, go over the slide, I want to just finalize my background by saying that after a while of my PhD, I did go back to NYTCOM, and that I finished back in 2016. Went to do my family medicine residency in Hackensack in New Jersey. Finished that, and since 2019, in my practice, doing general practice matters, or acting as primary care physician. All right, that should be enough for me is my background. So this course is really a natural flow from anatomy physiology that you had into pathophysiology and pharmacology, where in the first section you had learned about the normal functioning of the body in pathophysiology. You will see what the diseases are like, how they develop, what the mechanisms behind them are, and what the predisposing causes of the pathologies and so on, and eventually how the diseases are managed in terms of diagnosis or treatment. I don't know how much of detail we can go into, however, I am hoping that you will learn significantly about pathophysiology first, and treatment and management or pharmacology later. Okay, this course is an open education resource course, which means that you do not require to buy a textbook to be able to learn and pass the course. So no textbook is necessary pretty much. All the required information will be linked into the course, where you can click in and read and move on. Or if you want to have a little bit more detail, I would just go on Google, search on the reliable resources like CDC's website or Medscape or PubMed and so on to learn more about the topic. Okay, let's see the next slide. Okay, this slide is showing you the opening page of the course on the Blackboard. If you are watching this, you probably have seen it already anyway. Or if you have taken a Blackboard classes in the past, you probably have seen something similar. On the left is the menu bar, where you can find your announcements, where you can navigate to the weekly folders or your grades and so on. So that's as simple as I can visualize here. Okay, and this slide, you will see the weekly folders. As you see on the right, week 1, week 2, and so on. And these are all separated by the different topics. In these each weekly folders, you will find the learning objectives. You will find the required reading links, and if there's any assignments, all of the PowerPoints or the required other assignments will be available in each weekly folder. And you simply just go on and click on the week 1, week 2, and so on. So in each weekly folder, you will also find like weekly forums where you need to go in, and you are required to make your own posting for the topic and also respond to 2 of your classmates' responses. I wouldn't really say, oh, that's a nice topic, good point, and so on as a response to your colleague. I would just read it carefully and see if there's anything that may be wrong, or see if there's anything additional that is important and may have been missed in your classmates' posting, and complete it so that everybody can learn from each other. In addition, in each weekly, not in each weekly folder, in some of the weekly folders, you will find content paper assignments. There are directions in the weekly folders when you get there. Just follow the directions and try your best to complete them on a timely manner. Very important. Time is very important. Just to kind of reiterate on an importance of logging in regularly, even if it's 5-10 minutes, logging onto your Blackboard is very important. That'll keep you on top of your course. When you log in, just read. If you want to take a look at the discussion forums, go on, read, respond, so you're done. One of the things that I pay attention when I grade is that you post your own topic by midweek, usually Wednesday, maybe Thursday the latest, and respond to your classmates on a different day. That will keep you be in touch with the classmates, be in touch with the course, and so you know what's going on with the course. And if there's anything that you need to do, you have a second chance of catching that point and then finalizing it or completing it. So if I were you, I would post my own topic midweek, and before Sunday respond to 2 of my classmates so that I get full point, hopefully full point from that week's discussion forums. If you have any questions, you can always go back to syllabus to find out about the grades and proportions and so on, about the assignments and the course overall. Okay, this page is showing you what is inside a weekly folder. I pretty much summarized it, but as you can see, it's got the objectives, what you need to do, and work that you need to put in. In this case, Form 12, which is 25 overall, and so on. And also for this week, for example, there's an assignment that you need to finish before the due date. Just to kind of summarize it, in terms of graded assignments, there are 12 forum discussions, and there are 3 assignment or content papers that are graded. They are spread out throughout the semester, and 1 final project. And major weight is on the final project, as well as some of the content papers, but a little bit of grade from each of the 12 forum discussions will add up significantly as well. If you did miss for some reason some point or to complete one of the discussion forums or forum discussions, it's okay as long as you are completing everything else. You don't have to worry about or a lot if it's one, maybe two forum discussions. However, everything adds up to your final grade. Just to kind of keep that in mind when you're running behind or whatnot. There are no tests that is part of the grading. Okay, next slide. I just summarized this, and this slide shows how to access forums. These are within the weekly folders. As you can see, the arrow points out to where you need to click. When you click on it, it's going to bring you to the open up a new page, which is shown on the right, and you will just click, and then enter your posting on the final end site. You can type as well as upload your assignments to each forums. If it's something short, you're responding, you don't have to type in a Word document, for example, and upload. Instead, I just type it in. That should really make it simpler. Okay, next slide. Okay, in this slide, it's similar to the previous slide where the arrow points out to content paper link. As you can see, the logos are slightly different than forum discussion or discussion boards, but nonetheless, the design is the same. So you click on the link for the content paper. In this, on the left of the screen, you will see that different parts are shown because this view or screenshot is from the weekly folder. When you click on that content paper link, you will see what is on the right, where the due date is available, and the different parts of the topic or content paper required sections are available, and so on. So you just move on and upload your paper or content paper for that matter. One thing that I want to kind of point out, which I've seen in the past, and I feel that it's important to say it, that is, some of my students in the past has just skipped some of the parts. For example, in this assignment there are 5 parts, so you should be completing all 5 parts of the paper, so you get full you get opportunity to have full credit for the assignment. Okay, I'd like to see the next slide. Okay, so again, welcome to my course of pathophysiology and pharmacology. Before I end my short video, which I intended to have it short, but it looks like it took a little while longer than I intended. But I just wanted to reiterate a couple more points that I want to say I forgot probably, which are feel free to email me as often as you can. And if you need to really reach out to me, you need to get my attention, it's something that's not going right on the site, or you really are having a problem, personal issues, feel free to text me. And that's probably the quickest way that I can see that you are trying to reach me. And my cell phone number should be on the course elsewhere, but just for the sake of having it here, it's 732-763-2264. All right, I'm excited that I'll have you this semester, and my goal is not to teach you the medicine all at once or all together, but at least give you an idea of overall view of the topic, different diseases, how to think about when you think about a disease, and where to go, how to approach when you need to treat or think about treating or managing the patient, or at least know how a physician would consider or evaluate a pathophysiology or a disease and manage it. Looking forward to a very productive, very joyful semester ahead. So long.